Hi, John Oakes here again with logicblogger.com, and this is a continuation of our previous video where we went over the process of adding a FeedBurner RSS email subscribe widget to our demonstration blog collectworldcoins.com. So we're going to continue that now with taking it to the next level, and that is by integrating in an email subscription list for an actual email list that we're going to be building using the Aweber marketing services tool. So now we have the ability for our visitors to put their email address in here into this RSS widget and be able to subscribe to our feed, but that only gives us the ability to alert them to new blog posts that we make on this blog. Now, the value of having an email list that you're managing outside of RSS is that it's going to give you the ability to, at any point, send email notices, new updates, information, notices about a product or a service that you're offering to your list at any time you desire, and to be able to communicate with your subscribers forever as long as they maintain a subscription on your email list. So the best tool to do that with is by far Aweber email services. So we're going to shoot over there. You can reach that using the link directly below this video in the training course if you're on that page. Otherwise, if you found this video on YouTube, you'll need to go ahead and go directly to logicblogger.com, subscribe to the free blogging workshop course. So here we are at Aweber Communications. I've gone ahead and logged into my account. You're going to want to go ahead and set up an account with Aweber. The prices are extremely minimal given the level of services that they provide and the amount of value that having your own email marketing list can provide to you. I've gone ahead and done a few things ahead of time that I'm not going to go over in this course because Aweber provides top-notch video training series that walks you through the step of creating your first email list, creating marketing messages, creating forms. All of that is covered in depth. What we're going to do is just show you how quick and easy it is to implement this and integrate this right into the sidebar widget of your blog. So real quick, what I've done is I've created a list called Collector Coins, and that's the list that we're going to use for this blog. Now if I go into my list, you can see Collector Coins. There are currently no subscribers, no unsubscribes, and it's mostly set up because we haven't set up a form yet. And then under Messages, I've created just one follow-up message. Now, for those that don't know, email marketing usually consists of having an autoresponder. And what that means is that when somebody signs up on your email list, they automatically start receiving a series of messages that you can space out over time. If you're subscribed to this free blogging workshop, you're already getting a full demonstration of how this works because you're receiving the course update messages over the course of the 7 days part of this blogging workshop. But then you're also going to continue to get updates from me where I find valuable information that I know my subscribers will enjoy or find useful for furthering their efforts in building their own blog. So here I've got one message that I set up. I'm going to click on that and show you. This is real easy to create messages. You can create HTML messages or you can use plain text. I've gone ahead and used just a text message. As soon as someone subscribes to this list, they're going to receive this intro message that basically says this blog was set up as part of a 7-day blogging workshop, shows step-by-step how to build and set up your own professional blog, and that if they want to find out more about that, they can use the link right here. So that's the only message I have in here, but you can literally create as many messages as you want and have them going out over variable time intervals. And anytime you want, you can come in and set up a broadcast message and send a message to everyone on your list at any point that you want to do that. Let's go ahead and go to the web forms part because this is where we're going to be spending our time in today's lesson. Now to create a web form, we just go into that section and we click the button that says create a new web form. And it's going to bring up a whole bunch of different templates. So what you can do is just kind of go through these and find one that closely matches the look and feel that you're after on your blog. I kind of like this one here because it uses some of the same gold tones that we're using. So for the sake of this video, let's go ahead and use that one. All right, so we like the look of that. Let's go ahead and load that template. That's going to stand out real nice on the sidebar as well. So if you like exactly how it looks, you can just leave it that way. If you want to customize any of the aspects of the form, you can certainly do that as well. You can click on these links here to edit the header. If you didn't want to collect the name and you only wanted the email address, you could do that as well and just remove the name. The email address is the only required field, so you could do it from as little as just an email address, or you could collect their first name, last name, phone number. Now you have control to change absolutely every aspect of this. I'm not going to go over that because once you get in here, you can play around with it. You can change things. If you don't like the little notice on here about respecting your privacy, you could remove that. If you don't want the powered by Aweber link on there, you could remove that as well. So there's a few things that we're going to want to do now. So one of the things we want to do is we want to make sure that the width of this form is going to fit nicely in our sidebar. And I can tell just by looking at it already that it's just way too wide. So we're going to bring that down a little bit and make it a little bit more narrow. And hopefully that's modified enough so that it will fit there. Okay, so now that we have the width adjusted, what we're going to do now is go ahead and add in a little bit of information here so that they know what it is that they're being asked to subscribe to. So if we click on this link right up here, it says edit header. That's going to open up the header, and then we're going to put our cursor in here, and then we're just going to start typing in our message. There we go. And we'll save that. Let's see, I don't really like the amount of space that's between there. So let's move that up. Let's see, how's that look? Get full step-by-step details on how this blog was created free. I think what we'll do now is we'll center that text. So let's just highlight all of that and center it. There we go. Okay, I like the looks of that, so let's go ahead and go with that. We're going to save this form. Go to step 2. And when we get here, we're going to go ahead and leave this at the example. Form example is the name that we're going to use for this. So we're going to go to step 3. And then when you get to this, you're going to click on I will install my form. And then we're just going to go ahead and use the JavaScript snippet. And then we're going to scroll down here under Appearance and click on the Widgets link. And then we're going to grab a new text widget from the left-hand area here and drag it up to our left-hand sidebar. Our right-hand sidebar. And I'm going to put it right at the top. And then right in the main space here, I'm going to go ahead and paste in that little JavaScript snippet that we got from Aweber and click the Save button. Now we'll go ahead and view our website, see how it looks. Looks like we got the width correct on that, and that looks pretty good. So you can see how easy that is to add in a email list subscription box and integrate that fully into your blog. It looks very nice there on the right-hand side, and when somebody puts in their information, their email, and clicks sign up, it's going to subscribe them to that list, and that will just continue to maintain the list of all the first names or full names and email addresses of all the people that subscribe, and they'll automatically start getting any email messages that I have preset in the autoresponder. But then I also then have the ability to go in at any time that I want into Aweber and go into messages, and I can create a broadcast message and choose to send that out to everyone on my list. So it gives you a lot of freedom, and honestly, this is where the bulk of the income is made from blogging and websites and so forth online, is simply from being able to leverage the relationship and the ongoing communication you have with people that are on your list. As I stated earlier in this course, not setting up an email list from the beginning is the single largest and most agreed upon huge mistake that internet marketers make, and that they will usually arrive at a conclusion a little bit later on in their internet marketing career that they should have done it from the start. So you have the opportunity to do that right out of the gate. I highly recommend it. Aweber is by far the best company to use for that. The link is directly below this video. If you want to search around, you want to look at some different options, by all means you should do that. iContact is another service that offers a great service at a good price. Outside of that, you know, you're kind of pushing your luck if you decide to go with a lesser service. But by all means, if you want to test some stuff out, you should do that. Just be sure that you set up a list. All right, that concludes this part of the video, and that concludes today's lesson. And so we'll see you in the next video.